Hello there once again from Sweden and welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's reading we're gonna look at your next big success. And to do this reading I have prepared 3 different piles with cards. That will be 3 separate readings. So what you do is you choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to, and that will be your reading today. As always, we will also take 1 additional card together that you get to see faced upwards, and hopefully that will help you to find that reading that is meant for you today. Today we're gonna use this deck, so let's just go for it. I just see this one actually. No, is it 2 cards? No? Okay, so pile 1, Hummingbird and Joy. Pile 2, White Tiger and Vision. Pile 3, Swan with Harmony. Okay, that is the options for today's reading. If you need more time, you can just pause the video. Otherwise, you will find the timestamps shared in the comment section. Okay, guys, I'll see you in your separate readings. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading, your next big success. And what a beautiful card that you felt drawn to here with the Hummingbird and Joy. I love this green, blue, a bit purplish colors here. It feels very calm and harmonious, and I feel that you are finally breaking through an old phase of your life where life was a bit of a struggle, and it feels like you didn't really, it's like maybe you saw the path ahead, but there was a lot of hindrances. I just see a lot of fog and a bit of chaotic feelings, not really having that mental clarity. Maybe you were caught up in some emotions or feelings. It just feels like really messy and chaotic around you. And I think one of your next big success is really breaking through that and just going into a life where you have clarity and direction over who you are and where you're going. And it's like whatever was disturbing your energy, because I feel something was like really messing with your energy, messing with your thoughts, messing with your feelings in somehow. I feel like that is kind of disappearing from your life. It's like your life just becomes more spacious. And I see you just walking forward now with very fast, actually, a fast forward movement towards joy and luck, just more happiness overall in your life. So you're really leaving some chaotic energies, and I feel interference with your energy. I don't know if you had some people around you that had some negative energy, or something was happening around you and that was affecting your energy, kind of holding you back. So but you're breaking through all that, you're leaving that, and you're flying. I mean, like the hummingbird here. Hummingbird flaps its wing really fast, so it's like you're regaining kind of you're centering yourself in your own energy. So I really feel like you're leaving something or somebody behind, or just a big chunk of heavy energy behind, and you're going forward here with your life. Let's look at the rest of your cards here. We're gonna put your tarot cards to the side, and we're gonna look at your oracle cards. Flamingo, yeah. Wow, this is so perfect. Nourish your soul and you will survive harsh circumstances. Yeah, something has been disheartening to you, I think. something has been taking a lot of energy from you, something harsh. And it doesn't really feel like your energy, actually. It feels like circumstances like around you and people around you, and maybe, I don't know, yeah, something around you. What has been going around you? Negative people or influences, or just like, because I feel your energy is really, or you're purifying your energy. Purifying your energy. And look at these beautiful colors. I mean, the flamingo with this pink, and the hummingbird, very exotic animals also, or birds here. So it's like really whatever was weighing you down is kind of being cleansed from you. And I really feel like it's a big success, because it's really like you're leaving this. It's like you were in a room full of darkness and icky energies, and people with a lot of, I don't know, negativity, or just a situation with a lot of negativity. I feel a bit conflicting energy, aggressive energy, fights, or just like not being able to communicate, or I don't know, something like the bullies maybe even, or just like something like that. Maybe being hard, just. It's like you're stepping out of that door, and I see you shutting that door really fast, and you're like, goodbye, you're saying, and then you're leaving. So you're really leaving that. And it could be that you're making a choice to leave your job, to leave your partner, to leave a group of friends, to say no to certain behaviors from people, to stand up for yourself. But you're doing something very clear, and it's like something has healed in you, and you finally reach that point where you're ready to slam that door. I see really you're slamming it with a lot of self-confidence and pride in yourself, because you're so strong and because you know what you want. So I really feel like having a lot of mental clarity, a lot of direction, and just knowing what to do and what is not good for you, and closing the doors once again for what. But it feels like a big door. I see you slamming it, like almost in the face of somebody, saying pow, no, like very strong in your no here. And then you're just, I mean, look at your beautiful energy here with the pink and the green. It's like you have a high vibration. So kind of you're becoming more like, you're becoming more in your own energy. You're becoming more centered in your own energy. You're not leaking energy anymore to all these people or situations. And it feels like, yeah, you had really, maybe you had people hanging on to your energy, or somehow, could be in different ways, people hang on to our energy because we feel good, because you have a high vibration, so it's kind of nice being in your energy. So they're always trying to crawl into your energy, because maybe it feels nicer to be there and than in their own energy. But it's like really you're holding your energy a bit more for yourself. So I see a lot of self-love here, and also like collecting your energy and just being happy within yourself. So with joy here, yeah, a lot of happiness inside of yourself. It's like peace is coming into your life I think in a new way, in a way that I think you haven't experienced maybe in a long time, or maybe overall in your whole life, because you're finally closing a big door of something that was not good for you, and maybe you were running around in that room for some time trying to make it work, or maybe healing some things within yourself or something like that. But you really are like looking at that and saying like, this is not me anymore. Like, I don't belong here anymore. Like, I'm done with this, and really closing that door and then continuing your journey forward. And it looks like you're really gaining happiness and joy and inspiration for your own life. You're feeling your heart is on fire again, but more for yourself. I don't know. You're becoming very focused on your individual path. That becomes more important than the community. That becomes more important maybe than your friends and your family even. More, you're focusing on yourself here, and kind of what you want, what you need, where you want to take yourself. So there's a lot of independence coming towards you here on this path, and in this phase of your life here. Let's look at the rest of the cards. Happiness. Wow, you have a dolphin. You have beautiful cards, pile number one. I mean, the flamingo, the hummingbird, the dolphin. It's like it could even be like that you are, how do you say that word in English? That you are, I don't know how to say that, but I have to look that up actually. Oh no, forget about it. Anyways, that you are affording yourself, or that you are giving it to yourself to have maybe some kind of a trip to some exotic country here. Maybe you really wanted to go somewhere, like a honeymoon, but with yourself. I really feel like you want to pamper yourself. And I really like, yeah, going on a honeymoon to celebrate yourself. There's a lot of celebrating you here. Wow, I feel like crying because I feel such a nice energy here. Celebrating you, and I think it was about time. Celebrating you, celebrating who you have become. Celebrating being free, celebrating that you did that choice to cut off that thing or just leave that thing, or maybe you just healed a big chunk of your past self and you're just becoming stronger, beautiful, more content, more happy. So if you're going somewhere, it feels like it's somewhere exotic. You know, it feels like the crystal blue water. I don't know a country that has flamingo and dolphins and hummingbirds all in one. Maybe somebody can give suggestions in the commentary field. But yeah, I feel really like celebrating you. And you know, there's a lot of sexual energy here also. Regaining your sexual power, it feels like. Taking back your sexual power, taking back your beauty. Sometimes we give away, you know, ourselves to other people. Oh, they're so beautiful and they are so that. And then like kind of when we do that, focus on other people, how good they look and how good they are. We're giving away our own power. So you're taking back your sexual power. You're taking back your confidence. You're taking back your beauty. You're starting to really love yourself again. Life is going to flow for you. There's a lot of movement here, positive movement here happening for you. And you know, with the dolphins here, it feels like you're really getting in touch with yourself again on a deeper level. And I just feel maybe you lost that for a while. You don't know what happened. You were going through something and you lost that, but now you're finding that again. And I feel you're like, I don't know, clapping your hands like dolphins maybe, or is that seals maybe that does that? Whoop whoop whoop! Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was a funny picture here now in my head, but really like happy. You're laughing. You're happy. Like yay, I'm myself again. I found myself. And sometimes, you know, bad relationship or something like that takes energy. You know, we lose ourselves. We lower our vibrations, and it's like, yeah. But whatever it was, you're leaving it and you're finding yourself. And I think like, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good for you to dwell within your own energy again, just like, oh, I'm so nice, I love myself. Like that energy is coming through here. And you have soothe, wow, and a river. And it also says, I am receiving peace. Yeah, you are finding peace, pile number 1. You are so deserving of the peace here. So soothe the soul, nourish your soul. Soothe, receiving peace, joy, happiness. I mean, pile 1, your your reading couldn't be more amazing. I mean, if this is not success, I don't know what is success. So a lot of your success happens within yourself, and you know what we feel inside of ourselves, kind of. Or it does. It also manifests and creates a reality. So I see it's like the change that happens within yourself is also gonna start to create a lot of success outside in your life. People that you don't vibrate with anymore is just gonna stop bothering you, I think. And whatever is not for you is just gonna, I don't know, it feels like it's kind of just falling away with no, it's like you don't even have to do the effort anymore. It just doesn't come nearby you, because the inner peace that you're radiating and the self-love and the high vibration that creates in your aura just creates, it kind of opens up the path for you to go forward. So I see a lot of good things coming to you with this. And before, maybe you were focused on trying to change things in the outside of your life, but that didn't really work, and you were struggling and you were trying, because the peace, the change has to come within us at first. And I really see you're really doing it. You're doing that here. The change comes within yourself, and then the rest of your life is kind of just falling into place. But what I really feel here is like finally moving forward in your life, finally forward move it. So maybe some areas you really were stagnated in your life, holding on to things, or just like sometimes like sometimes we don't even hold on. We're just lost in like emotions and situations and worries, and we don't know what to do to get us out of the situation, even if we're trying. But you're reaching really a breakthrough here, and I think you have been working with yourself, and now kind of just it kind of just happens. It's like you just wake up and you've been integrating, you're healing, you've been changing. All of a sudden you wake up one day and you're like, you're just feeling that inner peace in yourself, and you just realize you don't react the same way as before. You're more happy, you're more content, and all of a sudden maybe you do that choice to really say no and stand up for yourself. I really see you slamming that door in somebody's face or in something's face, saying like, no, I'm done, and in a very happy way. You're not even angry, you're just very strongly saying like no and closing that door. And I just see you like walking away, like really happy, like I shut that door. So a lot of happiness here. Ocean, waves, you have a lot of watery energy here. Yeah, you have a river, you have water in all your cards, and the hummingbird is blue here, so that's kind of also the water energy here. But oceans and waves, we have the number 27, so maybe that is significant. Actually, it's the only card here that has numbers on them. That made me feel that it's sticking up a bit. So 27 could be something that is of significance to you. But water, yeah, a lot of water. Suit, it's like you're becoming more emotionally balanced and mature in the way that you have learned to how to handle your emotions. I don't think you're jumping into every emotion that you get and lose yourself. Oh, I'm feeling this now. Oh, but it's like, oh, okay, I feel like this now. There's more wisdom in you now. There's more emotional maturity and balance inside of yourself. Really, it wouldn't surprise me if some Queen of Cups or Queen of Pentacles or something like that. The Queen could show up here in your tarot cards. Actually, I feel it here. It doesn't have to be, but yeah, the emotions, like the waves, it's like, oh, you have ridden out the storms, and you know, after every storm, the water is bound to become calm here. So it's just, everything just becomes more calm, and you're finding that peace in your life finally. Yeah, and I think whatever storm you went through here, it has changed your life for forever. Something really healed inside of yourself. Like, once again, you gained wisdom, you became emotional mature, you purified your mind from old chatter, negative chatter, maybe demons and ghosts in your mind, and with that also cleansed your life from other things like job and people and things that didn't resonate with yourself. And finally you're like sailing smooth into a new life, where everything is just flowing, more happiness, more joy, and all like that we said. Okay, let's look at your tarot cards here. You have Ace of Pentacles. Wow. A new start, really a new start. And I was feeling that a bit, like maybe your career is really gonna take off here. If you are an artist, singer, dancer, painter, maybe you're doing social media content or some kind of things like that. But I feel like maybe doing something on the side, like not really it could be your job also, that you're really like getting promoted or something like that. But your business is gonna take off. Your career is taking off. And it feels like it's gonna go straight to the top actually here. Finally, pile number 1. And I think after all that work that you put in, working with yourself, working with your company or your business or your paintings or your singing or whatever it is, and trying to have that breakthrough maybe, and after all the effort you put in, it's finally it's happening for you in a very like smooth way. It's like effortless way, and that is the best way. It's like really you're gonna be surprised, like, what, don't I have to struggle anymore? Because maybe you've been used to struggle and push so much to make anything happen, but now all of a sudden it happens. You know, all of a sudden people are calling you, wanting to buy your things, or all of a sudden your channel grows, or all of a sudden people are calling you to book appointments, or all of a sudden your boss sees you and like, wow, you're doing a really good job, and all of a sudden people are noticing you, maybe seeing how good you are in what you're doing, and things are happening for you. Let's look at the rest of your tarot cards actually. But this is the feeling that I get here. Death, yeah. Death, because you really look at this. The death of that old you, and I think that old you was that healing process that you went through. I think it was a hell of a thing that you went through. something really, was like, it really was, I don't know, was holding you back, making you stagnant, because I think you were trying so hard to push through, but it was kind of, one step forward or two step forward and then one step backwards, and like, what the fuck? You're like, okay, let's try again. Two steps forward and then one steps backwards, and again, what the fuck? Come on. It's like you're pushing yourself up and you're trying, and it's like, oh, come on, like, already. And it's like, finally it's like two steps forward, and then you're standing there and waiting. I know I'm gonna go one steps backwards, because you have been doing that for so long now, so you're waiting there. Okay, one steps backwards, no, and then you go two steps forward, and you're like, what, am I going forward now, really? It's like, no, one step backwards. So I think it's gonna be surprising to you that life is that it starts to flow really in your favor now, and that is because you have done the work, pile number one. You have done the work, and you have found that inner peace within yourself. You did the inner work that was needed, and now it's flowing for you here. Death, yeah. Four of Cups here. Look, Four of discs. Oh, Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, so I think that it's the death of the... You're leaving the struggle when it comes to finances. And, look at you here. Look at that door. We were talking about that door. Here you have it. Look at you carrying your coins here. Yeah, at least I have 4 coins. And you're like, how am I gonna get into that door or out that door? I can't. I have to let it go. Oh, you know what? I think it could be like this, pile number one. So you had a job maybe, or you were doing something. Because look, you were going out to the door. That's kind of what we've been talking about the whole reading here. So you are making money, you have it stable, it kind of works maybe halfway or something, but it's like you can't walk out the door and carrying that old thing with you. So really you're letting something go. For some of you, I really think you're letting go of an old job, or maybe a collaboration, or something that was draining your energy. It could be friends, a group of friends. I don't know, maybe you were doing social media and the channel you were doing was not really giving you that what you wanted, so you're letting that go, creating space for the new channel to grow, or doing something else, trying another project, leaving a project that didn't work, stop trying. You're like, okay, you know what, I tried so hard, I think this is not gonna do, let's just throw away the whole project and just try a new energy, fresh energy, because you're getting, like I also said here, you're getting clarity, you're getting new ideas, you're becoming the direction that you want to go towards becomes very clear, and you become very confident and very stable. So it's like there's no outer disturbances from outer energies and your own thoughts and feelings that are disturbing you anymore. So it's like you really can dig in and like go where you want to go here. But you're definitely leaving something behind here. I mean, you can't walk through that door with those 4 pentacles holding there. And I mean, 4 pentacles, you're holding onto them with your dear life. You're like, yeah, but I made 4. Let's take them with me. And you're looking at the door. Okay, so if I have to go out the door, I have to leave this. And it's scary maybe, How are you gonna make it if you leave that? So I think it could be a bit scary to do it, but you're doing it, and I think when you finally find that strength to do it, it's gonna be slamming that door with happiness. Let's look at the rest of your cards here. 2 of Swords, yeah. Making that right decision for yourself. So 2 of Swords is all about decisions, and also, it could be a little bit of a mind fuck for yourself, your mental game for yourself, worrying, should I let it go, should I not let it go, how am I going to support myself, is it going to work, like I'm putting everything out in the line there, should I let go of this project, I've been working on it so long, or this collaboration, maybe it's going to give me something, but actually takes a lot of energy, and working with these people, it doesn't really resonate with myself. Or this group of friends, I know, like, they're hanging on to my energy and it's really draining and I can't focus on what I want to do, or something like this. So it's kind of a mind fuck for a while, or mind games, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? So but you're finally taking that decision. And look at this big door. Wow. And look at you. It looks like you're dancing. No, they're fighting actually. So justice you have here. And you have a big door. So justice makes me think that you're taking that right decision for yourself. You're seeking the truth for you. What should I do? What is good for me? What is good for my forward success, actually. What is good for my forward success? I mean, you want to be successful. Why is that so strange? That is actually good. You should strive for success. You should strive for expansion, to develop yourself and to be happy. So it's like really you're really facing this, and you're with the death here. It's very strong. And the Ace of Pentacles, the force of the pentacle is coming here in here, now pushing you into that new future. And I really think letting go of that old thing, and justice. It could even be like you have a contract that you have to dissolve in some way, and you have to go to court or something for doing that. Or it could be like this situation that you're leaving behind, the door that you're closing could be like a legal case of somehow that you that was ongoing. It was taking a lot of energy. Maybe there are people even angry because you want to quit your job, or because you want to not fulfill that contract because you're not happy. So maybe something like that. But it's gonna work out in your favor, it feels here. Yeah, really working out in your favor. And I mean, door. There's doors here as well. We have doors everywhere. 2 doors here, 1 door here, and 1 big ass door here. So you're definitely taking the right choice here. And with closing that door, finishing, breaking off that contract, leaving that old project, that creates space for you, like once again, to put all your energy in the new. And the biggest thing here is just like this was really draining your energy. And maybe you don't realize how much it was draining your energy until you leave it. I mean, if you have a job, you go there every day, or I always say, like, if you have a normal job, it feels like you work every day, actually, almost. So yeah, and maybe you don't even realize how draining it was until you leave it, and then you're like waking up in the morning, you don't have to go to work, and you're like, wow, I feel free. And in that space of freedom, there's space for you to get in touch with yourself on a deeper level, to figure out what you want, what is good for you, what do you want to do with your life. I mean, you can think about what you want to do with your life when you're 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There is no limitation. We can always change our life and change directions and leave things and create happiness for ourselves. I mean, we're here on earth, I mean, to enjoy life. I mean, life should be a bit fun, I think, actually, because there's a lot of things with life that is hard. There's a lot of things that is hard, so life should be a bit fun, and you're very deserving of fun. So celebrating you going on a honeymoon, maybe you're even getting some money from this. Maybe somebody did you unjust in some way. Ooh, I got a second message here. So karmic justice is coming to you as well, pile number 1. So this is like, if people have been trying, if you've been in conflicts, I think, with people, if you had karmic relationships, who haven't, who have not karmic relationships. So it feels like you have done the work on your side, or somehow you're gaining karmic justice. Does that make sense to you? It's kind of like and I feel like you somehow learned the lessons, you took responsibility of your part, you met those feelings, and somehow you're winning, I feel. And I don't know what you're winning, but you're winning. Pile number 1. You're getting that karmic justice because it kind of belongs to you. And because I feel the other part has not done the healing, has not faced their emotion, has been taking shortcuts, maybe lied, maybe manipulated even. So it's like when you let go, because you're letting go, you're shutting that door, and I see it very shutting it, right? Really shutting it with power. And what happens, I always see, like lately actually, the guides have been showing me the karmic cord as a rubber, like a rubber band, you can stretch it out. So the rubber band is stretched out, but then you let go because you're done, you're shutting that door. So what happens is kind of you let that go. And because the rubber band is stretched out, it's going to hit the other person. Actually, bam, it's going to hit the other person if the other part has not let go of that karma, then they have to deal with all the negativity they have been throwing towards you. So, and if it would be the other way around, the rubber band would hit you. But it feels like karmic justice is coming towards you. Somebody's getting that rubber band, that door slammed in their face, actually. And And same as us, we also get doors and frying pans in our head. Doors shut in our face and frying pans in our head. And it's all there for making us like, whoa, wow, okay, I have to deal with this. So it's in the end, it's kind of all good. But I think maybe it's important for you to know that you're getting your karmic justice. So, and that kind of also feels like it kind of gives you some kind of inner peace, because then it wasn't all for a waste, all that suffering that you went through, maybe all the abuse even. But you went through something that was very hard. So you really, it feels like you need to know this, that they're getting what they deserve from a karmic view, and then you can leave that with peace. And I think also you're finding forgiveness and compassion for the situation and people in your past. So and that is really signifies that you're getting into that higher healing, because it's not if we feel like the feelings of revenge and wanting to have a karmic justice even, it's okay to have it, I think, but I think you're also healing further than that, letting that go, and finding peace, like I said, and compassion, and really, really, really cutting off these people for the rest of your life, not even thinking about them again. So it's a very big thing happening to you here. You're really shifting your energy and shifting your whole life. And like I said, it all started or starts inside of yourself. Something shifted inside of yourself, and now the rest of the things is just falling into place. And and also karmic justice here. I think somehow this could have hindered your financial flow. It's like when we're caught up in things and the energy is not flowing really good. So it feels like kind of, you had the Ace of Pentacles. Definitely your financial flow is starting to gain power, like the river here, but it's coming like in a peaceful way. I don't feel like it's coming, you wake up one day and then you're a millionaire. No, I don't feel like it's gonna happen like that, and I don't think that's needed for you. It comes in a this is actually even better. It comes in a very steady flow. It just starts to flow. Your career starts to move again in a good way. Your finances starts to flow in a good way. You're having new ideas, new inspiration, new creativity, a new outlook on life. And really, I think mostly like really celebrating you being happy, content, and not drained anymore. And I don't know if you were drained a lot before, but it feels like you're not easily drained anymore. You're just more happy, and good things is coming to you. Pile number 1, and this is a major, big success for you. Yeah. Okay. That was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section. Either way, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading, your next big success. And am I excited about this reading? Yes, I am, because I just read that there's only actually 200 white tigers in the world. And actually I think it's tigers in India. It's kind of something with their pigmentation that makes them white, and it only happens one time in 10,000 tiger births. So pile number 2, it seems that you're really finding a good idea to create something very unique and special that I think is gonna lead you to some major success in your life. Whatever you're doing, you're sticking out from the crowd and your peers, and you're creating a name for yourself by being unique in some way. So wow, let's look at the rest of your cards here. To see, maybe we can get some more information here. But with the vision here, it feels like this is something your soul or higher self is kind of channeling to you. It's like you're meditating, and then all of a sudden you just think like, yeah, I should do this. Why have I never thought about that? Let's do this. Let's try this. And there's kind of, maybe it's a new project or a new way to do things. Maybe you start a new channel if you do social media, or you're just getting a really good idea, and you just feel like, yeah, I should try this. Why haven't anybody else done this? This is a good idea. Let's try it. And I just feel like success is coming to you with this idea. It also feel here, I just realized actually my nail polish is matching this color, and this actually reminds me of the color of the third eye. It's kind of a bit of an indigo bluish color. It's different the way we actually see the colors of the chakras, but for me this is really the color of the third eye. I wasn't thinking about that actually. So it feels like also your third eye is really opening up, and this is also where we gain. The third eye is all about visions and ideas and seeing this grand creative miracles. So you something is happening with your third eye. You're really opening up your third eye here, and this gives you very unique perspective about creating something in a field that maybe already have. It's like you're creating a car that is driven by I don't know, something like that. Something just nobody thought about it. Like, I can't even think about it. See, I need to open my third eye. So, yeah, let's look at the rest of your cards. And you have Ostrich. Magic remains even while you ground yourself and be practical. But look at this. Looks like they are running. I think ostriches can run pretty fast, actually, with those big ass legs over them. So it's like, I just feel like you're on the top. You are on the top of you're on the top here. You're gaining like sovereignty over a certain field, over a certain something. You're doing something. It's like I just feel like you're doing it differently. And nobody thought about this, and it's like you're the first one who does it. And then I think a lot of people are gonna take after you and do it in their own way, maybe. But it's like you were there first, and you're getting all that good things that comes from it here. You're taking major leaps in your career. I feel here. This is really about your career, I think. Yeah, major leaps. But still being very grounded. Yeah, this is a great project of yours. I'm cheering on you guys. Hey, this is gonna hit the roof. This is really gonna reach success here. Woo! I'm getting sweaty. I hear champagne. I just heard like the champagne bottle. It said, and I just champagne, and I just saw like champagne glasses. You're gonna be celebrating. Wow, you're gonna celebrate. It's like, wow. I'm so excited. I cannot even talk anymore. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So, and they're also showing me like cutting, a red ribbon. So maybe you're kind of buying a place for yourself, where you can have your business or something. Maybe you built something, but otherwise it's just like building your company, building a name for you. You're gonna celebrate cutting that ribbon, opening up that champagne. I see a big check coming to you with a lot of zeros, and you're holding, like you see people are holding up a big check, smiling that they won something. I don't think you're winning it. I think you're just getting that idea, and maybe you're just doing like something. You're breaking. Yeah, you're doing. You're doing a breakthrough in the market, and gaining success. Voyage. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Whoever thought about the? I don't know if this is some kind of whale. I don't know the name of this actually. But it's not even in the water. It's above the water. This really shows the originality of your idea here. Very original, very special. And still you make it work. And people are like, wow, I like that. Like, I want to buy one of those, or I want to invest, or I want to look at your channel or something like that. Yeah, this is really success for you guys. And you have a squirrel, and remember, it says, what eternal knowing can I access in a human form? Eternal knowing. This is really something I just see. This is something that you have a spirit team helping you with this. Maybe you have a whole team. And you know what? If you're working single, if you have a business, or maybe you have like social media content or something like that, you're going to be hiring people, pile number 2, because you're going to be busy. So maybe you're hiring somebody who takes care of your finances and people that take care of this and that. But you're definitely hiring people because of you're really, really expanding here. And I just see you. It's funny. They're showing me how you're laying back like on a sunbed with your arms, when you have your arms above your head, really in that relaxed pose, and you're smiling with the biggest content smile and happiness, and like really like, yeah, this is good. This is so good. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, vacation comes up here also. Voyage. So you're celebrating, going on vacation, buying new fancy clothes here. I think pile number 2, I think you are the one that you're really reaching some kind of a major career business success here. And like I said, you have a team of spirit guides that is helping you channel this. So this is an idea that came from a higher place, and this is why it's kind of becomes a success. You're just doing things in a different way. Maybe I think there's something that people have been doing maybe for a long time, but you're just putting your own touch on it. And because of you being you, I mean, you're a white tiger. There's 1 in 10,000 tiger birds becomes like you. You are unique. So I mean, everybody wants to see a white tiger. It's like, ooh, a white tiger, let's go see it. So I think you're getting a lot of popularity, and people really wants to see you, be with you, connect with you, buy your things, watch your channel, get your healings or your channelings or whatever you're doing. If this is in a company that you work, your boss is gonna call you in and say, hey, I want to give you some kind of a chief position, some kind of position, a boss position or something like that. Promotion, definitely a promotion. You're gaining more responsibility. You're getting maybe even a share of the company. People want you to do things with them. They see your potential, and they're like, hey, who wouldn't want to collaborate with a white tiger? I mean, white tiger, also white, the color of purity here. So it's because you're doing it genuine. You're doing it. You're using your authentic you. There's no. It's like. You're a natural born talent, pile number 2. You're the person that people envy, actually. They're like, yeah, it came so easy to them, actually. And you know what? It does kind of come easy to you, I have to say it, because you have that natural talent. And I mean, I don't think... And wow, did you hear that? The door just slammed here, and I became scared. So, envy, yeah. I was talking about that energy. Did I just say that? Yeah, I lost myself completely here. Whew, my heart just jumped out of my chest a bit. So anyways, yeah, but because of you are the white tiger. There's no arrogance in you. There is no I'm better than everybody else or something like that. It's very pure. It's like you're just like, like the piano player or the genius who just sits down and plays the piano. It's like they like, how can they do it? They just have it in them. They don't even think about, yeah, I'm the best piano player in the world. It's just like natural to just, it's kind of, you're just being you. And that is your talent. Being you is your talent. You're very talented in being that white tiger. And that just draws people towards you. And it really, but you have always been you. Something had to come to place. Maybe you went through a voyage. Maybe you did it. I think definitely you did your healing. You did your things. You had to go through a lot of things. You went to some wrong paths. You tried some things that didn't work out, and you had to let that go. And you had the whole journey here, I think. But what happens now? Your next big success is you're finally getting that big idea of yours, or you're finally getting your ducks in a row, like they say. Finally balancing out the way you do things, and really start to do things in your way, starting to do things. It's like your signature, your name is written all over what you do. And like, once again, I loved saying this, I'm gonna say it again. You are very talented in being you, and you are such a creative, amazing, unique, original person that whatever you do becomes amazing. So I really think you're hitting the roof in your field here, becoming very successful. In the desert with thirst here, I think you're quenching that thirst. I think you, pile number 2, you have been thirsty for success. You have been thirsty to find... Well, there's a lot of slamming here. Let me close the window. The window just opened also. So pile 2, I really think there has been energies that you had to work yourself through. Energies that had been like blockages and hindrances within yourself and like kind of outside your life here, with everything slamming here. So I think you did that, but you had this thirst inside of yourself to create something. You wanted to be successful. You wanted to create something. You wanted to expand. And I think mostly for you, you are a creative soul. If you are not creating, I think you are one of these people that really are prone to depression. Creation, creativity, being an artist is running in your blood. It's life force for you. It's happiness for you. So you have to do something that you love. And otherwise, I really think, prone to depression. I don't think you're going to be happy otherwise. So there's been this thirst inside of yourself to hit that breakthrough. And the next big success here is really going to quench that thirst. 10 here, it's the end of the going through the desert, being burned by the sun that is too strong, and nothing is there. You're walking alone here in the desert and you're trying to find water, trying to succeed, and it didn't happen or something like that. That is over. All the failed projects of the past is over. You're closing that cycle and you're finally hitting it, celebrating your success. Wow, I love this reading. Let's look at your tarot cards. And you have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Woo, you're really gonna buy. You know what, pile number 2? If somebody's gonna make money, it's gonna be you. So you're buying a house to maybe your parents, your grandparents, your grandkids, who knows. You're buying everybody everything that they want. Maybe even if you're doing social media content, have you seen that when, the social media people here, they buy a house and surprise their parents, or they buy a car to the sister and brothers or something like that, and they film it. I love watching those videos because they're full of happiness and things. And maybe you were thinking like, I wish I could do that one day. You're gonna do that. If I was here with the 10 of Pentacles, you're creating success that really is gonna quench that thirst. You're never gonna be thirsty again. Actually, pile number 2, you're gonna be living in abundance. But whatever this business endeavor is here that is really blooming and blossoming, it is something stable as hell with the 10 of Pentacles. Nothing can move this. It's nothing. Nobody can take this away from you. I think people are coming after you and getting inspired by you. And that is fine. We're here to inspire each other, being inspired of each other's ideas, and then putting our own thing in it. I mean, without inspiration, none of us would go anywhere. So you're inspiring people also to go maybe in your footsteps, and they're doing it in their own way. But nobody can take your position away from you. You're always going to be you. So there's no competition, it's just you're doing your thing and you're happy for other people doing their thing. And I think there are going to be a bit of collaborations and things, but it's going to be very balanced. Everything is just going really good for you. It's like good collaborations is coming to you. And really good collaboration. So whatever competition maybe or envy there was in the past, it feels like that is kind of becoming a closed chapter of your life. Because being in that energy of envy or competition or comparing ourselves towards others, that kind of stops the creative flow. It makes it stop. But it feels like however you were experiencing maybe the situation, from which side of the coin that you were on, doesn't really matter which side of the coin we are on. It's kind of the same energy, it's just the other side of it. You're leaving that behind you, and kind of remember, you have gained a lot of wisdom. You remember everything that you have learned. You're not becoming, the success is not making you arrogant in some way. It kind of makes you, I want to cry. Okay, sometimes things hits me as well. It makes you humble, because I think you had to work hard and you had to face some failures and things. So you're becoming very humble and very grateful for what you have. And that is why you are this pure white tiger. Because of the purity of the intention that you have for creating the success for yourself. And like I said, you have to create. It's in your soul to create. Your soul is, it's like, it's alive. You are alive when you are creating, and when you're not creating, you're really prone to depression. Like I've been saying this over and over again. So it's like kind of in your soul to just be doing your thing here. Yeah, but like I said, you're remembering all the lessons of your past, and you're becoming very wise and very humble. And this kind of makes, you're building this on a very stable foundation, and maybe that's why maybe you weren't prepared and ready to hit that roof until now, because maybe if you hit that roof before, maybe there was arrogance, maybe there was a bit of, oh, I'm better than everybody else, or competition or something. Kind of, you had to let that go before you were ready. And you know what? Envy, competition, being scared maybe to stand in your light, being scared of showing your gifts, being scared of, that is also a thing here actually. Maybe you were scared of showing your gifts and your creativity because, yeah, no, I'm not as good as everybody else, and being insecure on the way you do things, and you know, not having the confidence, and all these things is really kind of in the third eye, you know, clogging that third eye. I think depression is really in the third eye and in the crown chakra, but depression, yeah, the third eye. And the third eye is all about dreams and visions also, not believing in yourself, not believing in your dreams, maybe not even having dreams for yourself. So third eye is opening up like a big door to heaven, it feels like here, channeling you, letting you become you, fully you here, and the struggle is really gonna be over. I mean, 10 of Pentacles, yeah, this is a fortune that's gonna last you. This is your big thing that is happening for you this lifetime, it feels. We have the Hermit. Yeah, it's like you have done the inner work here, pile number 2. You have met your inner demons. You have come to peace with yourself. Oh, I want to cry again. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we new viewers here as an empath and somebody that's really working. Also, I meditate and I work on myself, like you guys. So sensitive. I am a sensitive soul. So sometimes I get really touched by your reading. So, but you have made peace with yourself. You faced your inner demons. You turned every stone inside of yourself. You looked at all the ugliness inside of yourself. You learned how to embrace it. Oh, I'm gonna cry. And hug it and comfort yourself, and you really faced it, and somehow something happened inside of yourself. You did the work, pile number 1, 2. So all the good things that comes to you, you really deserve it. You really deserve it, yeah. And King of Cups, wow. Underneath the white tiger here also. I love this for you. Look at the soothing colors here. It also matches very good here. So King of Cups, yeah, I mean, you are the king of your emotions. You are the king. You're going to be the king in your field here, really. You're the king amongst kings and queens. You're going to be amongst kings and queens. There's not just only one king or queen. There are many kings and queens. So I just hear that you're going to be one amongst the king and queens in this field, sharing your thing, doing your thing here. And I mean, King of Cups, I mean, there's success. I can't say it another way. It's really success. You're taking it all. You're taking it all with an open heart and with happiness and content. I'm seeing this picture again, you laying on that sunbed with your arms, underneath your head with that content smile, maybe sunglasses on, and you're sitting next to a pool. So this is, once again, you're on a vacation. You're going to be able to take vacations. I mean, you have people now that you have hired that helps you with things. Your business is going to be so much easier for you. Your life is just easier for you. And King of Cups, yeah, it's the king. King of Cups, it does have people that works for him. So yeah, definitely have hiring people. And the moon here, wow. What a beautiful moon card. Beautiful moon card. Emotions. Let's just look at the rest. The star. I was just thinking. I was surprised that the star was not here. And we got the star. Yeah, you are becoming the star. I mean, the moon and the star. The King of Cups, the moon and the star. This is insane. I mean, the Hermit and 10 of Pentacles. There's not one single bad card here in your reading. There's nothing here There's no warnings here. There's nothing. This is just success. Because of the Hermit, because of that you did your thing. And you know, the Hermit is underneath the voyage here. So it's like you did that inner journey into yourself. And once again, I really think you twisted and turned everything. And you hugged your inner demons and you faced them. You looked at all the things inside of yourself that, you know, maybe things even that was hard to face, and you faced that, and you came out on the other side as the King of Cups. You opened up your third eye. All of a sudden ideas are coming to you, and you're just becoming you. You know, like I said, your talent is being you, but being you is the main goal here, becoming you. So you became you, and by becoming you, you fully emerged kind of with your soul, and your whole, like, you're just, talent just emanates from the whole you. So you just became the white tiger, and maybe you were, I don't know, you purified yourself. You become authentic. You become genuine. You became you. And the moon is also all about, you know, diving deep into those emotions. And I really think, you know, with the King of Cups and the moon here, you really are in touch with the deeper aspects of yourself. You're really in touch with the deeper truths of life, and just like you're a very spiritual person. It wouldn't surprise me if you were a spiritual teacher here, actually. A very, very, very unique teacher. You are not, you are a really like a original creature to behold, pile number 2. That always feels like, it's like if you walk your own path. You really walk your own path. You're not gonna do things like everybody else does, and you're not interested in doing that. It's kind of, you don't even work in that way. Your brain is just functioning in a different way. Yeah, it's like your soul is just different. You're just different. If everybody's looking at a sunset and they're like, yeah, it's a sunset, you're gonna be thinking, you're gonna see something else. You're gonna be like, I don't know, your view, your outlook on things is very different. And it's because of your soul. Your soul has so much wisdom. And I mean, the white tiger, thinking about ancient India here. Now I'm getting this Tibetan energy, also Siberia. I don't know if Siberia also feels for me, you know, this blue, white, crystal clear energy. So you have really a crystal clear energy, or a channel to crystal clear energy. I think your soul is holding this energy. Just being very, 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 very high vibration, very clear in your energy, very sharp in your energy. A lot of wisdom, a lot of ancient wisdom, a lot of ancient galactic wisdom even. So you're kind of getting really in touch with this deeper aspects of yourself. And I really think you're you're a mystery, pile number 1. It's like pile 2, I mean. It's like people look at you and there's so many layers to you, and I think people can't really figure you out. They're like, when they think they have figured you out, it's like kind of you turn the other way and you do something else. And not by to show them, it's just kind of, you're always like expanding and developing and getting in touch with deeper layers of yourself. You're kind of finding yourself. This is a journey for you, finding yourself also, you know, going through the layers, remembering who you are, integrating that crystal clear bluish Buddha energy in you, awakened energy in you. And yeah, becoming the star. I mean, wow, you are the star here. Pile number 1. I look at her nakedness here. So, and that's the thing with you, pile number 2. You're naked, you're vulnerable, you're showing kind of your true self, but at the same time, you know, you're strong as hell. You are strong, you are confident. There is like fire in you. There is wisdom in you. There is you can see in your eyes that you are somebody that has faced demons, you know, and it's easy to see in your eyes the opposite. You are somebody that has faced angels, that has been dwelling, you know, in the Buddha light, that has been dwelling in the highest truths. So there's so much to your energy. I really think like people are kind of curious. Yeah, I think I think a lot of people are curious about who you are, actually. Very curious about your heart, because there's so many layers to you. Yeah. Let me see here what else I'm getting here. But with the moon and stars, the King of Cups, you're becoming very balanced. very balanced, very content, and very, I think, even if you're reaching success with this pile number 2, I don't think you're stopping. You're not the person that's gonna be content and satisfied, because you're not really out for the success. You're not out to create millions and millions and you have a million followers and things. There is a spiritual aspect here that is very strong in you. For you, your spiritual path is always going to be the most important part. So I think when you feel that you're done with something, you're going to continue, or you're always going to be expanding. And I think that is what something that really makes you exciting. So even if you're hitting the roof in your field with what you're doing, you're always going to be expanding, because you are always work with the hermit here. You're always healing yourself, or you're always going deeper into the truths of your own essence, the truths of life, the I am, the oneness. So you're kind of always expanding yourself. So you're not boring. I think you're the most unboring person I ever had in a reading. There's nothing boring with you. Always expanding, always things is happening. Remember, you're a soul that's very guided to go towards the light. I think pile number 2, you are really a strong light worker. And even if you don't use that name for yourself or something, you are a person that is very drawn to the light, to truth, and to what comes with that. And because of that, you're always raising your consciousness, and new things is just coming on your way. You're just raising your vibration on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, this is really what is happening. So I see this is really a big success. This is going to create a lot of opportunities in your life. You're going to have money, finances, you're going to have stability in your life. It's like this is going to open up the door for you to do more things kind of with yourself. I don't know how to say it, but it's like kind of like, it feels like this is going to lead you to go deeper within yourself and open a new spiritual door for yourself to get to you know what, pile number 2, I think you are on the brink to open that door to the next phase of your awakening. It's kind of a second awakening is happening to you with some kind of, it kind of comes with this. This came first, the big success. Then I just see they're just so showing me, yeah. And they're like, yeah, but you're not gonna stop here, This is one part of your life, but you're gonna continue going. And I don't know if you're kind of in the end becoming some kind of spiritual guru or some kind of doing something, but I see you are not stopping. You are going, pile number 2. I really see, there's no stopping. You're going to continue until you are enlightened, actually, I think. No stopping to you. Wow, what an interesting energy. I really see you. It's like they're showing me. Shambhala comes up here again. It came up in another reading. So Shambhala, this mythical, I think in Himalayas or something, this mythical, etherical, spiritual place. And I see you walking up to, they're showing me like stairways up to Shambhala. So really like, and stairways up to the crown chakra. So you're kind of working yourself up to the crown chakra. And maybe you worked yourself up all the way up to the third eye. So there's something in the crown chakra that is also happening towards you. And I think this is the activation of a second awakening where you in all step into a higher version of you being like a spiritual teacher, a guru or something. And in that stage, that's not what you call yourself, kind of, because the ego is not there anymore. But there's, we're still here on earth. It's like if we don't have definition and terms for things, it's going to be very hard to talk about things. So it's just a definition. So I don't think you call yourself a spiritual teacher, but that's what you're becoming naturally. And it's like you're starting to channel things from a very high place. So and that kind of leads you in some kind of new thing. So it's like you're quenching that thirst, and you're gaining success, and things becomes really stable in your life, creating space for you to enter into the second awakening. And like I said, then you're taking off for a whole new voyage, pile number 2. And wow, what amazing energy. Because with the 10 here, it's like ending that phase. And ending that phase, I think it's you reaching success. I think that is what you wanted. You wanted to reach success. But then when you reach that success, it's like kind of like I say, it's like you're not stopping. So Wonderful reading. Yeah, I really loved it. I love this. I really love this. This was amazing. You know, with the ostrich here on the legs, I just wanted to say that also. Something is healing also, I think, in your root chakra here. So maybe you had problems with your legs, with your hips, maybe even, with your feet, aches, or just restless legs, maybe. Actually, could be something like that. Something was happening definitely with your legs, and you know, with a long neck here. So something maybe was going on with your throat chakra as well. Your neck, maybe you had stiff neck or shoulders, or just, you know, coughing all the time or something like that, like I have been doing. Not this reading actually. But anyways, yeah, I think something like that is also healing with you here. And that feels like some kind of a last healing that you do connected to the legs and the throat chakra. So that is really also in this phase, it's ending. The third eye is healing, the root chakra is healing, the throat chakra is healing, definitely. And somehow also I think the solar plexus chakra, with you kind of being that powerful, successful person, that is kind of healing also the solar plexus chakra. And then it is, yeah, it's kind of, you know what, if you're going through a kundalini awakening, it's gonna hit the crown chakra. That's how it feels. And you know, the crown chakra is a mystery in itself. Wow, I can't even channel that energy. I don't think I have reached the crown chakra at that level yet. I can feel it now when I talk about it, but I feel if I try to channel this energy, my head might explode, in a metaphorical term here. So yeah, things are happening to you. Definitely pile 2. Big success is coming to you. Okay, that was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Either way, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, pile 2. Hello there, pile 3, and welcome to your reading, your next big success. And you felt drawn to the beautiful swan here with harmony. And you know what I was thinking here immediately? There is this story about the ugly duckling. It's a Danish old children's story, actually. Yeah, it's about a duckling, or actually it is a swan that somehow ends up with a mother of ducklings, and the egg gets hatched, and the duckling or the swan doesn't look like his brothers and sisters, so they're kind of abusing him verbally, emotionally, physically even, I think, like being very like mean towards him because he's ugly. And then off this duckling goes by himself, and he ends up with a group of swans, and winter comes or something happens. Anyways, the duckling become a swan. So the duckling was never a duckling actually, and definitely not ugly. The duckling was a swan, and this kind of thinks it's kind of your story. This is definitely pile 3, the Cinderella story here going on with you, or the ugly duckling. I think you are realizing your beauty. I really think you're realizing how beautiful you are, and I don't know who or what made you think otherwise, but you are realizing how beautiful you are. I think you're finding pride in yourself even, and confidence, and really healing those old wounds, maybe bullies from your school or your past that were telling you that you were ugly. They were poking around with you and telling you, maybe pulling your hair or whatever bullies do. I was also bullied in school, so I'm very sorry for that. I know how it feels like. But yeah, you're becoming beautiful. You're realizing how beautiful you are, and somehow it's kind of harmony. You know what? It's like kind of you're finding peace within yourself and self-acceptance of who you are in a very deep way, not just like in a mental way. Yeah, I'm gonna accept myself. You know, you have it written on your mirror, I love myself, and then it just becomes a word that you repeat. And affirmations is great, but it's when the affirmation becomes true for you. And what happens now is those affirmations is becoming true for you. You're really starting to see your own beauty, your inner beauty, your outer beauty. And there is also, I feel also somehow there is a second message here, regaining love or relationships. And I feel really like something aggressive is coming to its end. maybe a destructive relationship, maybe toxic friendship or toxic relationships. Maybe you're finally letting go of an ex that had a toxic energy, or releasing yourself from something. It's like you're freeing yourself. You're giving yourself the permission to be happy. You're giving yourself the permission to cut yourself off. Who or whatever did not make you happy. But I really feel aggressive energy and conflicts that are solving. Maybe you couldn't find your voice to stand up for yourself. So that is definitely happening, that your communication becomes clear, your voice becomes strong, and you really are being able to communicate your feelings, and you're not taking kind of a no for an answer. You are demanding to be listened to. So people are going to listen to what you have to say. You're taking place. You're not putting yourself in the back corner. You're not hiding yourself anymore. You are stepping out. You're stepping up to the scene even. You're putting yourself out there and showing yourself that, you know what, I am beautiful, and whatever bullies told me otherwise, whatever toxic relationship or friendship tried to make me believe something else, I am not going to believe that. And you're stopping to believe it. And you know, with all the red here, root chakra. So really root chakra trauma here connected, I think, to relationships. And mostly the relationship with yourself is really becoming healed, better, strong. And you're letting go of a big chunk of gooey energy in your root chakra, actually. Something gooey and sticky and just black energy. I just feel it like kind of popping out. It has to do with how people treated you and how you took those words from other people and made it your own reality, and kind of put that on some kind of glasses, and the glasses that you see yourself with, and it's kind of not right, you know. So it's like you're taking off the glasses, you're taking off putting that energy, and you're not identifying yourself from past hurt anymore. You're really healing, pile number 3. You are becoming the swan here in the ugly duckling, you know, the ugly duckling walking around. Yeah, I'm an ugly duckling, I'm an ugly duckling. No, you're not. The only thing was just that the ugly duckling didn't know he was a swan. Because why didn't he know? Yeah, because somehow he ended up with the ducks, and the ducks were all looking at him saying, yeah, but you're not like us, blah, 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 blah. But if the swan was born in a swan family, then the swan brothers and sisters would have loved him, then this swan duckling wouldn't think these things about himself. So it's kind of your conditioned mind that has been conditioned from past emotional pain, past emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse from people in school, people around you, toxic relationship. You're freeing yourself from this. You're setting yourself free, pile number 2, 3. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like emancipated. I feel strong here. I feel this is important for you. Very important for you, becoming the swan here. Okay, we're going to put your tarot cards here to the side. And we're going to look at your oracle cards. And you have Bird of Paradise. Display yourself to advantage. This is no time for false modesty. Yeah, you know what? You are not hiding yourself anymore. You're not making yourself small because of being scared that people will bully you if you take too much place, or if people see you. I think pile number 3, I really think you are the ones that somehow maybe have been bullied, or just if you wasn't bullied, or if you didn't go through all of these things, could just be like you're not that confident about yourself and your own abilities or something like that. And overall, if the pile doesn't resonate, please feel free to check out one of the other piles. So Bird of Paradise also make me think here, look at this. I think this is the female bird and this is the male bird. So the male bird is kind of courting this female by not being modest here, by showing his wings in a very strange way. Yeah, flapping his wings or doing something here. So courting, I really feel like a relationship conflict going on here. I don't know what this is actually. Let's look at the rest of your card. The swan. Oh my god, you got a second swan. And look, the swan is kind of leaving this. You're leaving an aggressive energy in your life. You're leaving a toxic energy in your life. And this is really a big success. And I don't know why. I really feel like this is really a toxic energy, a destructive relationship. And if this isn't love or a partner, this is definitely a friend or an ex that you have been having in your energy, or something that happened to you. Could also, like I said, be childhood, being bullied as a child, and then making this part of who you are, adopting these feelings, you know, and making them, yeah, but I'm ugly because they were saying this to me. But no, that's not true, actually, like we've been talking about here. So you're swimming away here. So this one is swimming away from this. But yeah, I don't know, somebody's courting, but I'm not getting a good feeling here. I don't know why. But you're leaving that toxicity shed. Wow. You have king snake here, we have shed here, and it says, how can I know myself as bigger? How can I know myself as bigger than any fear? So you're releasing yourself from fear, really fear, and shedding skin, shedding that old skin of hurt. There's somebody in your life that you're cutting off, I think, or finally releasing your energy from, healing from this, finally healing from this, cutting them off. And jasmine, wow, what a beautiful, beautiful card. What card is this? Sensuality with jasmine, wow. And I just feel the smell of, the smell of jasmine is wonderful. We have a number 20 here. It's the only number here that we have on this card. So 20 could be significant. Maybe something happened when you were 20, or just 2 also means like have faith, have hope. So what I feel here, pile number 3, is you're leaving harsh, toxic, negative, conflicting energies here, and definitely some kind of a people or person. And I don't know what happened here, but it hurts. My root chakra hurts, and something with your own self-worth here. This could really be a narcissistic relationship here, or a relationship with somebody that's a bit mentally ill or unstable or manipulative. It could also be, a parent that you let go of, or something like that. So the next big success is that you're leaving this. You are leaving this behind. You're leaving this aggressivity, this toxicity. You're shedding the skins. And I mean, with the jasmine and sensuality here, wow, it's like really, really understanding how beautiful you are and how beautiful you've always been. You're taking back your power from this, really healing at a deep level. And I just feel this smelling good. There's definitely healing going on here with your sacral chakra. It could even be like pile number 3, that you have been through some sexual abuse or something like that. I'm so sorry for that. I have also been through sexual abuse, so I know that it can be very hard to release. So it feels like you're healing, or somebody that crossed your sexual boundaries, or maybe you kind of, I don't know, sometimes we do that. We cross our own sexual boundaries because we have a hard time saying no, or we're scared of letting people down or something like that. So definitely, something is already happening. Something is real. You're healing on such a deep level, and it's like I can't even talk. It's like very like subtle, or just like very. It's very close and deep inside of them. It's very big wounds I feel here that you're letting go of and healing. Big wounds inside of yourself. Painful wounds inside of yourself. It's been a lot of pain for you, I think. A lot of suffering for you, whatever happened here. But stillness, peace, harmony is coming towards you. You are so on the right path. It's such a wow energy for you, pile number 3. Let's look at your tarot cards here. 9 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. Poor you. Being scared here. Nightmares even. Dealing with depressive thoughts, depressing feelings, sadness. Things holding you up at night. Something is really terrorizing you here. Really attacking you here, If it's your own mind, if it's somebody else's energy. But it's really like, hard. It's been hard on you here, I think. And you have 5 of Swords. Yeah, look at this. Conflict energies. You're holding, look at poor you. Look at this, it's very interesting here. So in this card, this girl here is holding the hands above her eyes. And here also there is the woman like holding her hands to cover her eyes. Yeah, cover her eyes here. So, and swords are flying everywhere here. So there really has been aggressive, I really feel aggressive energy. Aggressive, irritating, frustrating energy. It kind of feels like needles are flying towards me, or like little needles are stinging my body. Maybe you had like body itching, the body is itching and moving, and like hard time sitting still because of this energy is always kind of making your body move, it feels like. Because it's, yeah, annoying you, frustrating you, making you unclear in your head, having a hard time think your own thoughts, because there's always like thoughts in your head, rushing thoughts in your head. About this person, about the situation, about this people, being very upset here. And we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, wow, this is really a big shift is coming towards you with the King of Cups, King of Pentacles here. Really a big shift is coming here. And we have, wow, the Page of Cups. And finally the High Priestess, pile number 3. And I love that the High Priestess ended up underneath here, the Jasmine here, the feminine sensuality here. Okay, let's break this down a bit. So King of Pentacles, yeah, you're taking back your power from this person or situation, whatever happened. You're healing, definitely healing your root chakra and sacral chakra. Very, very deep healing. And with the jasmine, all the yellow here, it's also about the solar plexus here. So abuse, sexual abuse, insecurities, fears, things like that is healing here. And you're becoming much more grounded in yourself, much more stable in yourself. You are really... Pile number 3. It's happening for you now. That big, that big healing that you've been waiting for is happening for you, actually. It really is. And making you change direction in your life. And, I mean, Page of Cups. You're going to start to feel good about yourself again in a way that you haven't before. Really, like I said, like in the beginning there somewhere with the affirmation, saying, I love myself, I love myself. You're going to start feeling that you love yourself. It's going to be felt within you, very strong. So when somebody sticks up their head and wants to give you some abuse for breakfast or something, it's going to be very easy for you to say no. And before maybe that really hit you, maybe you were sensitive to criticism. Yeah, you know what, pile number 3, I think that could really be the case here because of you being bullied. And being bullied is not easy, it takes a lot of healing, and sexual abuse, even that, if traumas and things, it's very hard when we go through traumas, it takes time to heal. It doesn't happen like in a week or 2 or a year or 2 often takes some time. So, but you're definitely healing. And yeah, so it's kind of new emotions is coming into you, and not being so sensitive to criticism, because I think you've been very sensitive maybe to criticism, and that's not strange, because being criticized maybe your whole life, maybe even your parents wasn't loving you the way they should. So it's like you always went through all this pain. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to be happy if life was giving you pain after pain, if the people that was supposed to love you didn't love you, if you were bullied in school, if somebody even sexually abused you? I mean, how are you supposed to be happy and stable? It's impossible. I mean, it's good that you're alive, that you survived. So, but you didn't only survive here, you're healing, you're releasing that, that is becoming a part of the past. So much in the past that one day you're not even going to talk about it anymore, because it's not going to matter anymore, because you have released that feelings. And I also see somewhere along the line here in the future finding forgiveness and even compassion, but it feels like that's coming after here. But what you're doing here is really taking back your power. And really something when it comes to your sexuality, allowing yourself to be sexually happy. I don't know what that means, but really allowing yourself to enjoy your own body, and maybe being intimate with somebody else, enjoying that, but like kind of with healthy boundaries, kind of in a new and fresh way, kind of on your, the way you want to have it, you know. So yeah, this is definitely happening. And if you have somebody in your life, with somebody else, I feel two energies here actually. The energy of aggression is kind of in my face, so it's kind of hard to. I'm trying to channel kind of past that. So there is one very dominant energy in this reading, and this is really like, feels like a masculine energy of somebody that's hurt. You could also be a feminine energy, like a motherly energy, or just very dominant energy, like somebody that is a bit dominant and aggressive in your energy. So yeah, a group of bullies maybe from the past or something like that. So, but past that, I really feel like some very soft energy also coming through here. Somebody courting you that is more, you know, swans are monogamous. Have to look up that pronunciation, but you know, they have one partner their whole life. And I think this is something that really resonates with you. You're a very loyal person. I think pile number 3, you have the sweetest of hearts. I think you're a romantic, really a romantic by heart. You want, maybe you don't have to have rose petals and champagne and chocolates on the bed, but it could be also, but you're definitely the person that wants loyalty, you want stability, and you want to connect with somebody on a deep level. I mean, love making for you is something very intimate, maybe even a bit tantric, you know, connecting on a very intimate spiritual level. So you want the real deal here, and whatever else was happening here, destructive relationship and toxic things, that was just kind of a continuation of past emotional pain, you not fully realizing your own worth. But it feels like you're breaking the pattern of toxic relationship, both with friends and maybe colleagues and partners, definitely partners. So the cycles are closing now, and you know what, breaking that cycle, maybe the cycle has been going on for 10-15 years, I don't know how old you are, but 20 years, who knows. So you're breaking that cycle, the destructive cycle. In some way it is self-destructive, but be kind towards yourself. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Whew. Yeah, I've been going through this whole process myself, so yeah. So be kind towards yourself, because you're doing your best, or we did the best that we could from the traumas and the pain that we had to carry. And being a very sensitive soul that I feel that you are, you know, things hits you a bit harder, not to victimize ourselves, but it's just like that, you know, having a very deep, sensitive, loving heart, it's very hard to process pain. So, but you're releasing that, gaining back your power, and healing yourself, and becoming more clear with what kind of love you want in your life, what you're searching for. If you're searching for love, maybe you don't even want to have love. You know, the swans are alone here in the picture. Maybe you just want to enjoy yourself, enjoy your newfound freedom in just feeling beautiful and happy. So maybe you just want to enjoy that. So here it feels like it's a bit up to you, but I definitely feel an energy here that is kind of on the side, on the future here, of a divine partner of yours, masculine or feminine, whatever resonates with your energy. Definitely somebody that's very soft, very loving, very similar to you. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a twin flame, divine soulmate, something in those lines. So there is love for you, pile number 3. I just want to put that out there. If somebody's not believing that, there is really love for you. Yeah, and this is something that is very gonna fulfill you in some way. Not fulfill you in a way that it fills a void inside of yourself, but because that is not possible. So it's kind of your healing first, or you're healing yourself. You know, taking back your power is not letting somebody else fill the voids inside of yourself, stuffing ourselves with a man or a woman, like trying to find love through another person. It's you loving yourself, and this is what's happening now. You are loving yourself on a deep, deep level. So such a deep level that you're gonna have very clear boundaries. You're not gonna let anybody hurt you anymore. the hurt and the pain and the suffering is done. You had enough here now. You know your self-worth here. And all the rest is just you're shedding it, shedding skin after skin, shedding it. Yeah, really are. And the high priestess here, you know, high priestess is really the divine feminine, being in touch with yourself at deeper levels, having, I don't know, the divine sacred like knowledge and wisdom. So really, I think here, I had this in another reading, maybe you picked that time too, I don't remember, it was a couple of readings ago, but healing the divine feminine really looks like it's in your, definitely in your path this lifetime to do that. It could also be in the past lifetimes, but like I've said, you know, the feminine energy have been so suppressed by thousands of years of suppression, rape, being, you know, there's actually somebody wrote in the commentary section, even in India, actually a husband can rape his wife. Because of something, it's actually kind of in the law. They can't get, it's kind of in the law. Nothing can happen to a husband if he rapes his wife. I mean, that is insane. So imagine the pain the feminine energy carries. I mean, I'm gonna cry again. I am crying for my sisters when I hear this. Actually, it's sad, actually. Yeah, it is. So this sadness maybe that I'm feeling now, that is the whole healing here. Healing that sadness, empowering yourself, taking back your power, having healthy boundary, knowing your self-worth, choosing what is right for you, healing the root chakra, all the aggression, all the toxicity, healing the sacral chakra, taking back your sexuality, being okay with being a feminine. There's a lot of feminine energy here now, masculine energy. I mean, feminine energy, my male viewers here, I mean, also have feminine energy. We are actually half feminine and half masculine. So for the male viewers here, being in touch with that feminine sacred sexuality inside of ourselves, that is what's about. Healing the feminine sacred sexuality is really here in this reading, and choosing what is good for us, and kind of steering yourself towards the love that you deserve. And I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of maybe not being able to. I'm getting like maybe in India or other cultures here, it's not really allowed to break up or get a divorce with your husband, and maybe that can be hard if you have an abusive husband. But somehow, you know what, pile number 3, you're getting out of this situation, I feel here now. And you should never accept abuse. I really want to put it out here because I'm getting that energy here, somebody being abused. So get yourself out of this situation. You are deserving so much more, and I feel you're doing that. And it really hurts. It hurts actually in my root chakra now, talking about this. Yeah. I think we have to take a couple of more cards to kind of see. I don't know, I just feel like the reading is not done here. So let me choose a tarot deck here. Oh yeah, I feel like we should take this one, and let's see if we can get some. It was a heavy energy here in pile number 3. Yeah, I feel. So let's see here. Yeah, we have some last messages here for 3. Next big success. Yeah, next big success is that you're leaving this behind. You're breaking through this. There's a big breakthrough when it comes to this. Big breakthrough, big healing, leaving this. Things are gonna start smelling good again with jasmine here. Okay, we have Knight of Swords, and I love that it's a female here on the Knight of Swords card. Wow, look at that, your divine feminine. Usually it's always a man, you know, in the Knight of Swords card, or mostly. So, feminine energy or female here. Yeah, courage. You are getting the courage to get yourself out of the situation. Your voice is becoming clear. You're saying no. You're breaking out of that abuse. You're breaking out of that toxicity. You're leaving those things behind. You're cutting it with your sword. Really, pile number 3. And the King of Pentacles underneath the King of Pentacles. This is insane. Wow. Yeah, you're entering a phase of stability. No abuse is ever going to come near you again. Nobody's going to have the courage to abuse you, even by words, or bully you, even, nothing like that. Whatever abusers you had in your life are gonna shut up, actually. I just felt that. So even maybe if your parents are still very criticizing you, or your sister and brothers are very criticizing you or something, whoever is criticizing you is gonna stop doing that, because somehow you're showing them their place, you're showing them who you are. You are and there's this, they see you gaining strength here. So there's a lot of people, I think, that's going to leave your life here. And the 10 of Wands, wow. What an intense 10 of Wands card here. With all the snakes, you had the snake here with the shed here, but look at this transformation going on with you. You are on fire here, dressed in red. And you know, I love this 10 of Wands card. I've never seen it before. It's a new deck, actually. But look at all this snakes here. So you're really shedding. And I really think there has been a lot of negative energy around you, draining you. You know what? And it could even be, you know, that you had... When we carry a lot of trauma and a lot of negative... trauma always comes, you know, with negative feelings and thoughts. It's hard to carry trauma. Like I said, you know, I had complex PTSD 7 years ago, and then I had my awakening. I had to go been a whole journey, like healing a lot of heavy. I had really heavy trauma, so I know what I'm talking about. So and what happens, you know, when we have traumas like this, we become very open, and because you are a very open and sensitive soul here, you know, as an empath, very open, sensitive soul, it kind of, you become negative energies, also astral energies, you know, like what is it called now? Oh, I have to look that up. Oh yeah, let me look up the word. Pests and vermin, like astral. I'm sorry if I talk a bit like this now, but this is actually true. As somebody connected to the astral plane, working on the 4th dimension also with energies, this is actually true. So there is astral parasites or pests, and like vermin, I think also is the name here. So when we have a lot of trauma and negative energy, and also we are very sensitive, we're very attackable for these energies, and what they do is kind of they hang on to our auric field, and they feed us with negative thoughts and feelings, or they eat our negative thoughts and feelings, making everything become even harder for us to deal with and handle with. So I think you had a lot of energies. You have just had a lot of heavy energies to carry, a lot of dense energy to carry. But pile 3, what is happening, your next big success here is that you're freeing yourself from deep traumas within you. And with that also, everything else is shedding from you. Like this astral parasite, they don't have anything to feed from you anymore, because you let go of that toxicity within you. So you're freeing yourself. You're really freeing yourself. So this is great for you. I mean, 10 of Wands always signifies the end of the suffering here, you know, the end of carrying this heavy load that you have been carrying. So yeah, end of suffering is coming towards you, cleaning and cleansing out that energy, getting rid of a lot of energy that's been holding you back, getting in touch with your own sexuality, and somehow along the way finding true love for you, finding good things for you, changing your life completely. I feel pile number 3. Yeah, whew. Okay, pile 3, that was your reading. If you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment in the comment section. Either way, I wish you all the best. I really wish you all the best, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye, pile 3.